What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a tutorial on the Rivals mode for the NHL 24 HUT series. There's two different versions of Rivals, so I'm going to outline both of them and hopefully give you some tips and tricks as to make this process a little bit easier for you, a little less time consuming, and give you the most bang for your buck, or, well, bang for your time. If there are any aspects of the HUT mode that you would like me to go into detail about or provide a video for you on, please leave a message in the comments below and I'll make sure to put a video together for you. I'm here to help, at least try to help as best I can. So please consider giving me a like on this video and subscribing so that you can get notifications when new videos are posted. And thanks for taking the time to check out the channel. So here we go. NHL 24, HUT, Rivals. Okay, so once we're in the main menu for HUT, we're going to right bump over to Online. This is where you'll see the Rivals mode. So you're going to see a couple different tiles here. On the left side, you're going to see the Rivals tile. And then to the upper right, you're going to see the HUT Champions tile. I'm going to do a separate video on HUT Champs just because it's a little bit more involved and most new players aren't really going to be accessing this. So, but I will do a video on it in the future. And then you're going to have in the middle sort of ish this HUT Champions tile and then a Play with Friends feature, which I've honestly never used. But apparently you can play with friends against their HUT team if you set that up. Okay, so here we are at the Rivals menu. And you're going to have the option on the left-hand tile to play now. And then you're going to see in the upper right-hand tile, this is going to be your weekly win rewards. So if you accomplish the goals at each of the three different tiers, you get a certain reward. That reward is going to be based on your division, and your division is going to be based on your skill rating. So you can see for my weekly win rewards, I've got it on tier 1, win 3 games or win 2 games in a row. And then for tier 2, win 4 games and then win 2 games in a row. And then finally for tier 3, win 5 games or win 3 games in a row. And you will get the associated packs within that. If you have a higher division, so if you're in division 1, 2, 3, you're going to get better rewards. If you're in division 4, 5, and 6, you're going to get some kind of mid rewards, but something's better than nothing. And if you're playing it, you might as well get something for free. Now down here at the bottom right tile, you can see it says HUT Champs or HUT Champions, and its registration ends in X amount of days. When you accumulate 2,000 HUT Champion points, you can qualify or register to play that week's HUT Champs. Again, I'm going to do a separate video on that. For now, we're just going to ignore it and we're going to focus on Rivals. So before we hit play now, I want to right bump over and show you the rank rewards and the win rewards and the divisions and how that works. So you can see it's very similar to squad battles. There's a ladder system, and depending on the number of points you accumulate during the given week, you're going to be able to access these different rungs of rewards. Now, I do want to point out that Rivals works on a weekly rotation. So every Tuesday at 5 p.m., last week ends, and the new season begins, or the new week begins. So you have 1 week starting from Tuesday at 5 until the following Tuesday at 4:59 and 59 seconds to get as many points as possible. If you reach Ultimate, you're going to get the best rewards. And then it's going to go down from there. And you can see the different reward tiers. Now, Iron is going to be very little, but that's if you play 1 game or so. You're going to be able to pretty much qualify for that. Pop on up to Bronze. It's going to get a little bit better, but not much. Silver is where you really want to aim for. You want to try to get at least Silver because that's going to give you the opportunity to choose your rewards. So, for example, if you look over to the right, you see where it says Rewards Option 1. Now, the first option for rewards and Rivals is always tradable, which means you're going to get tradable cards in the pack. So if you're someone who's enjoying playing the auction house or playing the market and trying to trade cards in for coins and trying to make as many coins as possible, this would be an option that you'd probably want to consider because whatever you pull can be thrown into the auction house. Now, if I use my right stick, I can scroll over to Option 2, and you can see how that changed. So rewards option 2, I'm going to get double the amount of rewards essentially, but it's going to be untradeable. For newer players, I strongly recommend taking option 2 because you're not going to be putting as much time into playing the game, so it's going to be harder for you to get cards. So my suggestion, take the untradeable rewards, double the amount of cards, hopefully you pull some gold cards, and that's going to be used for currency for sets and exchanges. So you'll see as you move up the ranking system or the ladder, that the packs increase in terms of their value. So you get better packs. So from the gold pack, you get 2 premium players packs and 2 players packs. From platinum, you get 2 elite players packs and 2 players packs. from the Diamond section, 2 Mega Players packs and 2 Elite packs. And then from Ultimate, you're going to get 2 Jumbo Elite Players pack and 2 Mega Players pack. If you're in Division 4. Those are also going to vary depending on your division. But the logic holds true throughout. The higher you go, the better the packs are that you get. You're still going to get 2 of each, but they're going to be better chance of pulling a better card. If you're in Division 3, you're going to get slightly better packs at each level. Division 2 is going to get better packs than that, and Division 1 is going to get the best packs at each level. Again, starting out as a newer player, and that's what this series is meant for, you're probably not going to hit Ultimate. I'm not trying to say that you're a bad player by any means, but it's just a lot of time, and it's a huge grind, and you've got to win more often than you lose. So I recommend shooting for either gold or platinum. I think those are reasonable. I think once you get a feel for the game and once you can win a little bit more consistently, you might be able to stretch yourself a little bit further. But considering that we're also trying to get squad battles onto the Pro or Elite 3 level, and we're playing our hut rushes, you know, trying to overextend yourself is just going to lead to burnout. You're going to end up getting frustrated, and then you're going to potentially quit playing the game, and that's not fun. This is supposed to be fun. So, you know, shoot for something realistic. Maybe even just set the target for their first week at silver. It still gives you that double pack reward option. Again, we covered the win rewards already, so these are the tiers, just a little bit closer. And then the division. This is the division ranking system. It's going to be based on your skill rating. So if you notice right now that I have a skill rating of 1,527, in order to remain in Division 4, I have to keep that above 1,300. You can see down the little blue diamond on the timeline there, or on the tier line. That's for relegation, meaning if I go below 1,300, I'm going to be relegated back into Division 5. If I want to move up a level to Division 3, I've got to reach 1,600 points. And I started in Division 3, but I've had a pretty bad run, and my team's not too good. And I'm not blaming it on that. It's my skill, let's be honest. But I pop back down to Division 4. You may also notice that as you go up levels, it's going to increase the multiplier for Hut Champions points. So that means for every game you play, you're going to get that multiplier effect on your Hut Champions points. So you're going to be able to accumulate Hut Champions points quicker, but again, I'll go into that in the Hut Champs video. So that should cover the ranking system and the rewards, but if you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. For now, though, I'm going to jump into a Rivals games. Maybe I'll show you some highlights if there are any. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and have a nice goal. But really, I just want to get to the end so I can show you the breakdown of how the points work and how you can accumulate more Rivals points and Hut Champions points as well. And if I'm just in Division 3, I might end up getting matched up against someone in Division 2, and vice versa. I might get a break and get somebody in Division 5. So you can kind of set this to whatever you want. Again, it's just something that's going to help you dial in who you're playing against. And this is a big tip, especially the skill rating difference, I think. If you're starting out, you kind of want to make sure you're playing against people within your skill rating. And since you're going to be in the divisions like 4, 5, 6, you're going to have more people playing. And that's going to help you find matches that are going to be a little bit better for you. All right, then from there, you just ready up your team. And then it searches for an opponent. All right, we got Temp 105330. Temp looks like they have a pretty stacked squad, so wish me luck. I'm going into this with very little. I got an 8-10-1 record, and this dude's rocking 90 team builders and team of the year players. Like, there goes team of the year McDavid against my free Seth Jones, and you can't do that. You can't do that. I don't care how good your team is. I don't care what Connor McDavid card you have. You can't trip people, sir. Sometimes when you have a lower rated team or they see that you don't have a lot of good players, if you can get a goal or two early, it might just piss them off enough that they quit. If they bail out, then you get a free one, but hey, there you go. Victor Hedman. Nice job on that goal there. My 83 overall defense just got scored on by 91 Gretzky, Teemu Teravainen's fantasy card, which is something around a 90-something, and the 93 Nathan MacKinnon Team of the Year. Yeah. But hey, I've got Sidney Crosby at 85 or 86, so that's cool. Let's go. Come on, Hillary. Come on, Hillary. Bury this. Whoop. Ah, Marty Natchez. Sid, go to the front of the net, my guy. It was probably not smart. Could have got dunked on pretty easily there. By the way, dunked on means that you played it out with your goalie, and the other teammate or the other team's player was right there, and they just kind of dunked it on you. There we go. Well done, working that around. Plus bonus for an all-star point or all-star goal, towards our 100 goal objective for that, so we can get some power-up collectibles. That there. Pop it up. There it is. There it is. One more. There we go. Shay, go to the other side. Bud, what the actual hell? All right, how does Tage Thompson miss that? Guy is 9'11". Ooh. All right, one more period to go. Let's see if I can hold on. It's not looking good right now, to be honest, but we'll see. Woo! Big one. Big one. That's a big one. Gives us a little cushion. Oh, God. He had that backdoor. He had that goal right there. Easy. Yeah, that's all right. He's not scoring in 3.5 seconds, so I think I got this one. All right, so we locked down the win, which is great because I would have been embarrassed if we didn't. So I'll get to show you a little bit of the end game screen here. A little celebration. The boys are happy. Boys and girls are happy. So you'll see here at the rank progress, it's going to go through the amount of points that you earned. So for a win, you're going to get 500. And then for the goals, you're going to get 90 per goal. So I had 3 goals. So I got 270 points for the goals. I got 500 points for the game win. Not too shabby. I'm almost into silver already, which is good. Playing one game, my first game this week. And then you can bounce over to Rival Summary. You can see that I got plus 18. I'm not sure exactly how that's calculated. Usually it's between, -9 or +9 or -12 +12. So usually if you get plus, the higher the amount of points that you get for winning, means that you played against a stronger opponent. So I don't necessarily know if I believe that in this case. I got 150 Hut Champions points for winning, so I now have 1,240 overall out of 2,000, and I do have a goal by the end of this week to qualify for Hut Champs for next week. So that's good. Then I'm going to right bump over to my coin summary. For completing the game, I get 300. For the skill bonus, which I think is fairly arbitrary, I get 236. And then my fans don't really love me that much, so I only got 26 there. Objectives, I made some passes, yay. So that's, I shouldn't actually downplay that. It's going to give me some coins. I'm 1 win into my tier 1 rewards. And then you can take a look at the stats, which we're just going to check out real quick. I'm curious as to how stacked this guy's team was. Yeah, 91, Power Up Icon Gretzky, 93, Team of the Year McKinnon, 90, Fantasy Teravainen, 90 a coin, Team Builder, 88. Okay, so that was just the Gallery of Greats Lemieux, so that wasn't as, it's not as powerful as his Power Up Icon. 90 Madano, Ovechkin's Gallery, yep. Hedman's, yep, Nations of Hockey, but not powered all the way up. Stamkos, Captain Card. I mean, you can see like his 86 is his lowest so far, I think. Yeah, so I mean, this guy had a loaded team. Team of the Year McDavid, Jesus. 90 ran in. Oh, and the base pre-game or pre-order bonus Cale Makar, Yager, Bobby Orr's Gallery of Grades. All right, so definitely a good team that we just played against and got that win out of. Hopefully that gave you some information. So in Rivals, you want to take a look at a couple stats that'll show you how you're doing in terms of your progress. Now, by rights, I probably shouldn't have won this game because I had half as many shots and he had more than double the time on attack that I had. But that was kind of my strategy in this game, was to just kind of chill on defense a little bit, not overcommit because his players would burn me. So I just wanted to keep the middle, hold the middle, keep it at the outside. His shots usually weren't all that dangerous. So even though there were 23, I don't think they were that quality. Whereas, the 11 that I had, most of them were actually potentially going in. So, there's that to consider too. And again, when you have the time on attack that's low and you're playing that conservative defense, you're going to get crushed on time of attack. Not typically the way I like to play, but given the fact that I knew his team was loaded, I kind of had to play a little bit more conservative to make sure I didn't give up anything too easily. So that's it. Then you can go into play next game or finish game. I'm just going to finish the game, and that'll be it. I do want to point out really quickly on our way back out of the screen that there's two different types of rivals modes. Every other week, it's Classic, which it is now. You can see there it says Hut Rivals Classic in the left tile. Next week, it'll be Burst. So instead of 3-minute periods, it'll be 2-minute periods. So it's a little bit quicker, it's a little bit faster paced in terms of, you got to up the intensity a little bit to try to score fast and early and hold on to that lead because the game's going to end a little bit quicker. The burst mode games tend to go into overtime way more often and then into shootouts way more often. So when it's burst mode, it'll give you the opportunity to work on your shootouts a little bit, but you can always go into shootout mode as one of the NHL 24 modes and practice a little bit with that too. You definitely work on the backhand, forehand, backhand. That's sort of the meta in terms of the shootout goal or when you're on a breakaway. So there you have it, a complete breakdown of the NHL 24 Hut Mode Rivals. Hopefully that information helps get you started in Rivals. It's a very good mode to play to build up your collection because of the fact that you can take those untradeable options as rewards and double the amount of cards that you're going to get each week. Again, if there's anything I didn't cover or any questions that you might have, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. And do consider liking the video if you enjoyed it. It definitely helps out. And obviously, I'm not going to be upset if you subscribe either. So with all that being said and done, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Enjoy.